Welcome back everyone to ESA Summer 2022. This event, we are raising money for Save the Children, and we aim to, get more money for Save the Children than last winter for Alzheimer Fund. So let's make our way to the $106,000. We are a good bit of the way there yet. Links to donate can be found below the stream. And we would like to thank our wonderful sponsors, which are ViewSonic Gaming, providing us the monitors that we are using here. Of course, Twitch, the platform that you are watching this stream on. And now, it is time for Sly Sonic and Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Let's take it away.
Hello, everybody. All right, really quickly before I start, I just want to say this event, ESA Summer 2022, it's, I think, one of the biggest speedrunning events to represent PlayStation. Can we get a cheer from the PlayStation boys? Let's go. And I'm happy to be kicking off your PlayStation experience with the Sly All Vaults. I'm going to be running this on the Remaster version. I'll explain that all in just a little bit, what All Vaults is, what the original and versus the Remaster version is. And I am Sly Sonic. I will be running All Vaults, and I've been running all 5 Sly games since about 2018. And yes, I did say 5. This game exists. We don't talk about this game. Joining me on commentary, if you'd like to introduce yourself, Mr. This Is Not Jake.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's a pleasure to be here. I am also a fan of all 5 Sly Cooper games, and I'm excited to see Sonic play this here today.
Yep. All right. If we're all ready to go. All right. I think we're all ready. I assume it's this button, right? I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. All
Good luck, Sonic.
All right. Our first trick here is called super jumping. We set our grounded position a little bit before we started doing this weird little jump thing. But if we go out of bounds just a little bit, and if we get stuck between these cars, the game will send us back to our grounded position, which just so happens to line up with this trigger here to open our very first vault in just under 30 seconds. So we just need to load game. That's our very first vault.
Woo!
Alright, so now we are going to just complete the level. We don't need to do any more triggers. That vault is just for posterity reasons. We just need to open it because it's all vaults. That would make sense. So we just need to skip right to the end of the tutorial level, straight through these police cars and right to the van. And that's the tutorial in under a minute.
Escape me, raccoon!
And we are going to go ahead and reset the game here. And now we should explain the differences between the original version and the remaster version. So the original version has a file setup, which is possible through loading contents of the 100% file onto a 0% file, which in this case we transfer cutscene data, the state of a cutscene being watched, to a file. That doesn't work on this version, unfortunately, so we have to just deal with resetting the game here. I think the stream lost some game feed. That's amazing. Alright, I'm not sure what to do in this case, but assume you can see the game rebooting, alright?
We've got like 2 minutes of cutscenes here anyways. It's fine. We got a second to figure it out, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe if I reset the game again in just a little bit. All you need to know, Bentley is just talking right now. You don't need to know much. We're just going to reset the game in about, 5 seconds and see if it fixes the problem. Oh boy, alright. So we go through here, and we've entered the next world, and quit game. And then we'll see if that fixes the green screen issue. If not, then that's a bit terrifying.
Hopefully.
Alright, no signal. And orange, green. Ooh, that doesn't look very promising. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna boot up the game. Let's see. That might be a bit of an issue. Yeah, we might have a bit of an issue recording the game, so just hold tight. I hope But the tech crew is on it, so we'll see what happens. Yeah. We're just... yes.
The PS3 console, you know. It's a finicky one.
Yeah. Oh. We will see. Let's see.
Pause champ?
Oh, hey! We're back on track. Yeah, we can see the game. Oh, wait. Oh! Ah, we love the PlayStation 3. Alright, let me... that's a bit of an issue. So if you kind of want to know why this is happening, there's a bit of an issue that the PlayStation 3 has a bit of copyright protection. Yep. We'll see. Okay. Do we have game feed for more than 10 seconds? Let's see. Oh.
Hang in there.
So I've just been told that while tech will fix this issue, we will have a quick intermission. So stay posted. We will be right back.
Yeah, hello. Woo. Alright, I already explained myself. I'm Sly Sonic, and this is not Jake's on commentary. Say hello.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta start real quick to keep on schedule. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go again. Yeah. Alright, so here, again, like, you know, we did in the last attempt, we're gonna do a super jump chain here. Super jumping will retain our grounded position, and we can move around in a weird way that doesn't update our grounded position. We'll just get stuck through here, and just presto, we hit the trigger, and we open our first vault. Again, in around 30 seconds. So now we just need to reload the level, because we don't need anything else from this tutorial level, so why don't we just go ahead and skip it. Alright, we're gonna go up here, like so. And then we can just go right through the death plane and straight to the end, like here. And then we just gotta go through these police cars, and hey, would you look at that? It's the end of the level.
You can't escape me, raccoon!
Yeah, nobody said that. Alright, now we're gonna reset the game, and hopefully no tech issues this time. Prage. We gotta hope, and let's see. Gonna just smash X here to get back in the game. Way! We're back on track.
Nice.
Very nice. Alright. So, resetting the game takes about 40 seconds. That cutscene that we just skipped is about a minute and a half. So it's very worth to skip that, even though we can't skip it with the press of a button, like in the original version. So we have a category split between specifically how the files are made. It's not even the versions themselves. It's a bit of a complicated story, but here is Bentley. We are going to be trying to avoid him as much as possible. In the any percent run, I think we only talked to him like twice, and he talks a lot, so we want to avoid him. So just like normal, just like you would expect, we would go to World 1, and again we reset the game. So Jake, why don't you tell me, why is my console in Japanese? That's a really weird language.
Yeah, the PS3 has this weird bug, I guess you would call it, where if you were to boot this game up just on English or, in any PAL normal language, you would see a little warning screen warning you about flashing lights and that kind of stuff. But for some reason, if you're playing on an NTSC U version of the game, but your system language is set to Japanese, or there's a bunch of languages you can pick, something other than English, French, or Spanish, that screen is actually skipped, which will save us around 7 or 8 seconds every single reset, which we will do maybe like 6 or 7 times this run, if I remember correctly. But we do it a lot, so it really piles up throughout the run.
Alright, I'm going to do a trick called a boost jump. A boost jump just gives us a tiny bit more height. And we can, if we get it right, we can land on top of this invisible wall.
Yeah, Sonic is a freak for the way he does it too, where his mashing is extremely good and he can do it without pausing. Nice. Yeah.
Very nice. So now we just go through this invisible wall, like so.
Yep.
Pausing kind of extends the time window. You can do that trick, but it is possible pauseless. There's a cutscene right below us, so that's why we're going the long way around and going up here, because it's just faster. So why don't we explain what All Vaults is? Every platforming level in this game has 20 to 40 clue bottles that we can collect. They are all scattered throughout the level, so we just have to collect them all, and all of them will unlock the vault located in the level, and the vault will give us a power-up. We're going to use 2 power-ups mainly this run, the second one and I believe the 8th one, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just see what they do here. Another boost jump. Easy every time. That one's the hard one, actually.
Hey, that one's really scary. Nicely done.
Yeah, nice and easily done. And again, there's a cutscene to the right of us, but just going around here will get us right here. And here's some bottles, and we do a little bit of jumping on the water to make sure we don't slide off to our inevitable death. So we go here, and then we watch this cutscene. We can skip this cutscene by going up around the out of bounds area and just going straight past this gate, but there are bottles there, so we just have to get through here, and it's a little bit, it is just faster to just watch this with the bottle route.
Not too long of a cutscene.
Yeah. So you might be thinking, is there a 100% for this game? And well, yes it is. Vaults and bottles are probably the biggest part of 100% compared to any percent or all keys, which is our no major skips category. But we get to do major skips in this category. I'm gonna hit these bottles from underneath. This is a bit of a scary strat. There we go. Like so. Hit this. I'm gonna wait for the spotlight. There we go. Get these bottles like so. And doing this platforming saves a lot because we climb this rope right here. And we pick up our first key. Keys are the main collectible of this level, or of this game rather. You need 7 keys to unlock the boss, and defeating the boss will unlock the next world, so on and so forth. Just a spoiler alert, we might not need all the 7 keys, but
Yeah.
we'll let you see. For now, we just need to set a warp point to here. This is our main hub world with a bunch of other levels. We just need to set a warp point here because we are going to be opening our vault in a specific way, so that we can go ahead and just skip the cutscene and the animation of the vault opening. So here, we input the code, the secret code here. We don't need to know, Bentley. And that's the first level.
Yeah, nicely done.
Very nice. And then we can go over here, we do some fancy movement to get to this level a little bit sooner. Like so. And we are now in Fire Down Below. This is one of the quicker levels to collect all the bottles, so we'll see how quickly this goes then. Do a bit of a risky jump here to avoid the fire and get that bottle up there. And we watch this cutscene. Again, we can skip it, but this is really, really short. Look at that, it's already over. So we need to slam these furnace doors. And we jump around the trigger for a cutscene here, while also getting this bottle, which is right next to the cutscene trigger, so nice and simple. We go here, we get this bottle, and just smooth sailing here. Let's see, nice. Sometimes I fall into the lava there. Do a little swingaroo, intended platforming, trust me. That's definitely not a momentum abuse at all. So hey, we just continue on through, and we pick up a charm here. Charm and life management is very important. This is a one-hit game, but a charm will allow you to take an extra hit. If you don't have a charm, you will lose a life. We need to very carefully manage our charms and lives here, because there are going to be a lot of death abuses, particularly at the later half of the run.
Yeah.
We need to go ahead and spin this wheel, like so. Oh, I did not want to trigger that. That should be fine. Just need to go up. And if we get enough momentum going, we can get here, like so. Go here. Oh my god. There we go. So now we collect these bottles, and we are 2 bottles behind. I'm going to save the game here because it's much faster than just going right back to the vault. For some reason, I think this is the only level where the vault is at the very beginning of the level, so it's just faster to save and load game here. Get these last 2 bottles, and look at that, it's the vault. So we'll open this again in a way that will skip the animation, like that. And we are done with Fire Down Below, and we now have our first major thing here. Is called Roll. Rolling is a very good ability because it's much faster when walking on flat ground, and is substantially faster when going downhill. So rolling is very fast compared to just running normally. We're gonna enter this level, collect 2 bottles, and then we're just gonna immediately leave the level. Don't worry, we'll get back to that level soon enough. We just got some extra errands to run, and there's a cutscene bothering us. So, yep. Into the machine. Jake, want to give us through a nice little course of this level?
Yeah, this level is a bit of a nightmare for any category collecting bottles, as it's mostly pretty linear, but it's very scary. There's a lot of places to fall and take damage, and like Sonic mentioned, charms and lives are extremely important. Like, you'll have ramifications like an hour later in the run, depending on if you get low on those resources early. Are we trying the risky Jake strats?
Of course we are, every time. We can get that bottle just a little bit earlier by hitting it through the pipe there. And
Yeah, that was pretty fast.
Yep, we go here. And then we just roll on through. So now let's talk about bouncing things. These are things that we bounce on. If we press X as soon as we land on them, we can get a lot more height and a lot more control, and more importantly, a lot more direction. And that will be very useful later on. We will see in World 2 particularly. There are a few smaller ones that we can do as well. We're just going to take these cycles nice and safe while collecting these coins. Collect the 100 coins and you get a charm. And again, charm and life management, very important. So we're just going to go through here. And Jake, what am I doing here? What is this method of climbing?
Well, this is the death-defying, scary cave jumps where basically by pressing X, like kind of right as Sly attaches, you can kind of just really boing quickly over all those. But it is extremely risky, as obviously you can take damage quickly, but Sonic's getting through there, no problem.
So we just mosey along here, and we're at the last part of this level. The last part has a nice little jump that is called slope jumping, and as you can tell by the name, you jump up against the slope and you gain a lot more height from it. Can I hit this bottle? Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be slope jumping quite a few times throughout this run. Right here to get up this cog wheel to get these bottles a bit early so we can get down to the vault. Really nice.
Nice and easy. And the vault is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. 2, 7. Yeah.
What are the numbers, Mason?
What are the numbers? Alright, now we just go on through to this level. I'm gonna pick up this life. It's always good to have extras on hand, especially since, again, we do a lot of death abuses at the later half of the game. So we're in high class heist. This is Raleigh's treasure room. It's very tightly packed with security and is very fun with movement. So we're gonna
one of the best.
Yep, we're gonna hit this bottle here, roll down here like so. Oh, we triggered the alarm. That's a bit scary. I'll just bang. So now we go ahead, go here. Like these bottles, roll. nice and smooth. Go here. We will get those bottles just a little bit later, because spoiler alert, we can actually just go back to the vault, which was in that previous room. Jump over these lily pads with mild precision while collecting this bottle. We don't need to worry too much about the coins there. So we go through here. Camera likes to mess with you there, particularly. We jump over these spotlights, or around them rather. You can still get caught by them, but they're on a cycle, so we can just go on through. We'll get these bottles here, and we're going back to the lily pads. So we just need to go here. I'm gonna go here, roll, and as soon as I lose a bit of speed, I'm just gonna collect these bottles, like so. Then we go here for these last 3 bottles, and we smoothly go on to this level, this vault. I'm gonna open this vault in a specific way, like this, to view map to the level that we left earlier. Do you remember this level? Yeah, I'm not sure if you did, but here it is in this full. The gimmick of this level is we're supposed to stay in this barrel, and we're supposed to be sneaky with the darts. Yeah, we don't need the barrel. See ya. So we're gonna go ahead and bonk through this, take this guard a little bit safe, like so, and then get this life again. I can't stress how important it is to, if you want to not lose time. And we go around like so. There we go. And then we can just roll on through here without these cannons finding us out. And we go up this elevator. Do a nice little bit of rolling, and yeah. So one of the key things about all vaults is you get to explore a lot of the level. You normally just skip a lot of them in any percent on all keys, but all vaults is where the level's beauty truly shines. Like, we just did some really sick like platforming there, dropping down nice and smoothly. Then we go here, get these bottles, and we're gonna open this vault. Again, in this specific way, so that we can go ahead and view map back to the hub. So if you play this game, you might notice I only have 1 key. We need 3 keys to get to the next set of levels. What do we do here? Mr. Jake, why don't you tell us?
Well, we've got ourselves our first really big slope jump, where we're going to be jumping up into this kind of slanted roof and jumping off this guard's projectile, which I will not declare what his projectile is. That's, you know, a very controversial subject among the Sly gamers. But once you're up and over, you're in the second half of the world, no problem. No keys needed.
Yep, so this announcement from Sorari, he says a very important word at the end, so I will be quiet, but I'm just going to take these cycles like I normally do. There we go, no need to go super risky. Get these coins. Here, this. And so far this world one has been going pretty good. I'm going to abuse the spotlights to get to these bottles here. And Raleigh is going to say a very important word here. Hey, he said the thing. Oh, oh, and that's punishment for us listening to it. Ah. Oh well. And we can just run along these. That looked very sketch, so I'm just going to sneak along it. And we are going to go here, get these bottles, and hit these guards, roll all the way down to smack this guard. You know, the usual. We skip a lot of this level, so collecting all the bottles really helps with just not doing that, I suppose. And we have 98 coins, which is a good scenario to be in. Go here, because then we will get a charm right here. There it is. 7, 1, 9, exit level, and that's all the vaults in this level. And in case you haven't noticed, we only have 1 key. How do we unlock this 7 key barrier? Let's see. You remember right at the beginning of the run we did a little super jump? Well, we are going to just do that again. This time straight to a cannon, and that looks good. There we go.
Nice.
So that's just a taste of what any percent is about. We can just skip like worlds 1, 2, and 4. We don't talk about world 3, but we can skip those worlds nice and easy. We're gonna reset the game over this little cutscene here because every boss has an introduction. It's very long, so we might as well just reset the game. And while we're waiting, maybe we can hear a message.
Wonderful, thank you. I do have some donations waiting. We have $30 from Rissel208 saying, "Oh yeah, best time of the year. Good luck to all runners. Have a great week all." And we have $15 from Haker saying, "Sly capture and the high bandwidthiest digital content protectionists." So yeah, I think I know now what the issue was.
Yep.
Back to you.
So Rally is a pretty boring boss. We just have to count to 5 for 3 phases and then count to 6 for another phase. But we can do a little optimization where we hit him as soon as he shrinks and jumps back up to his platform. If we hit him normally, then we will. If we hit him normally, then he will have a long drowning animation. So just hitting him like this saves a second or so. Nice and simple. And now we have to count 5 again. Let's count, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, oh, whoa. Okay, that was close. That was close to disaster. So here, there's a specific strat here, but we're just going to do the normal strat here. So we're going to count to 6. I've got to count. Going to hit him like this so that we skip the very long cutscene of him being defeated. He says something like, "Blast it all, you've beaten me," or something like that. We're going to just collect this charm and leave him be. Because the game only checks if the boss has been defeated, it doesn't check if we've watched the cutscenes after. So we just go on to the next world. Isn't that something? So we reset the game again, the good old usual. If we have anything we want to read out?
Well, I can tell people about the wonderful prizes that they may win if they donate to our wonderful cause, which is Save the Children. With a minimum donation of $50, that is cumulative over the whole marathon, you are in the drawing of one of 2 Nintendo Switches and also one of 2 retro things. So if you're a retro gamer and you want to get your hands on one of the retro things, now's your chance. $50 for that. And we also have 2 Stream Deck 64 gigabytes. That's a minimum donation of $75. So it's not that much more than a retro thing, you know. And for the newer games, that's also a very good device to play those. But with that, back to you, Sly Sonic.
Right. So I believe this is the first level to have 40 bottles in it. So we're going to collect all these 40 bottles. Maybe not in the intended way. We'll collect most of them intentionally, but there are a few that we left behind there. We'll pick them up, but first we need to do a cutscene skip. Easy every time, so we fall off that edge as soon as that cutscene starts, and we get to skip it by burning a charm. And here, I'm just going to hit this, go here, like so. We're going to do a little bit of a super jump, get these bottles like so, and can we hit this? There we go, that will do. Very nice, then we get back up here. That bottle, by the way, has a very high chance, or a very low chance of just falling off and soft locking, so you have to save and load. That almost happened there, but I saved it just in time.
That is the worst thing about these categories where you collect bottles.
Yeah, it's very, very terrifying when that happens. So we're just gonna roll on through, and beat this guy, get this ball. There is a bit of a cycle here, so we might have to wait. Yep, gotta wait for these big crushers. Get hit, or hit that guy there. But Mr. Streamer, you left a bottle behind. How could this happen? Where are you ever gonna get that bottle back? Well, here's a little secret. We die. That was not. that was not the secret. Okay. Alright, take 2. Yeah, this is why we get backup lives. Alright, we'll just pick up the bottle. I'm done joking about it. So, we go on through here, and this time we will not die. Yeah, this will do fine. can go through here, we can hit these bottles while avoiding these guard cycles, like so. He likes to throw cards at us, playing cards, because he's very mean. We're gonna get this key. There is technically a trick we can do to skip this key animation, and it saves a bit of time, but it's not very marathon safe.
Yeah, it's really risky on the remastered version.
Yeah, you have a high chance of clipping out of bounds instead of in the door to here, so yeah, we're just not going to do that here. Instead, like the last world, we're going to set a warp point to the main hub, and we're just going to go back to the level that we were just in, and we're going to do it backwards because we need to get a few more bottles, like so. Get this, and we can just roll on through. And we are almost here. Oh, what a snipe. Oh boy. I think we hit the checkpoint. Yes, we did. Alright, we need to get this bottle here then. That was definitely intentional to hit that checkpoint. However, we are a bit scary in terms of lives, so we should be fine though. We can pick up this charm here. This charm is going to be very useful later on. Go on through like this, and we open the vault. It's a pi number, guys. We go here and we skip that animation. I'm gonna open the PlayStation menu for a second, and that allows us to instantly move through the menus. So whenever the autosave is up on the remastered version, the autosave will prevent you from moving through the menu, but if you, for some reason, if you open the PlayStation menu, that gives you control way sooner. So we just kind of abuse that. That's probably the most useful implication for it. The rest of the autosaves are pretty quick, but that's the one I find that's most worth it. It's a very small trick, originating from Sly 2 actually. PlayStation menu has very weird properties. We won't get too much into it. Alright, but we're in Boneyard Casino. I hope you're ready for everyone's favorite child-friendly mechanic, gambling. We love gambling levels in video games. Every good game has one. So we go here. We're gonna pick up this charm. We didn't die, that's good. Get these bottles. We can hit these bottles from below. Get this bottle. Climb up like so. And then we go through here. Roll. There we go. Nice and quick guard kill there. We go through these bottles nice and steadily. And we get 17 here. Yep. We are good on bottles. I like to have little bottle checks for certain areas, which is a very good thing to have. I'll just wait for these cycles to get these coins.
Yeah, backtracking on this level is a major pain, so especially in that little area where it's easy to forget one, it's nice to have that kind of stuff memorized.
I'm gonna hit Mugshot's legs here because it gives me a ton of coins, and those coins might be useful to me later, so I like to just pick them up. So we just roll on through super fast there, and then we go through these little roulette wheels. Thankfully, there is no actual gambling, i.e. RNG in this level, so we're good on that factor. And at the end, there is technically a giant roulette wheel we have to go through, but we don't need to go to the end that much because we have a bit of a key skip to do. So we go up here, do this strat here. Trust me, believe me, that is faster.
I have never seen anyone besides Sonic do this. It's insane.
Believe me, it's faster. It's not by a lot, it's by under a second, but it's definitely funnier to do it, so we do it. Or I do it. No one else does it.
You gotta mash like a god.
Yep. And we go here. And we smack this bottle here. And we have to say goodbye to our good old friendly roll. Well, not quite goodbye, but for the most part, adios to roll. Let's wave everyone to roll. Goodbye. We got an upgrade. We have the fast ability. The fast ability speeds up the game by 1.5 times speed, and there's a major skip that I have to focus on and hope I get. So we will. Jake, why didn't you explain this one?
Yeah, so the World 1 hub skips, that's kind of baby mode. You know, that's something anyone can pick up the game and kind of figure out in half an hour. This one is kind of a newish addition to the remaster runs, and it is a very difficult super jump where we're going to get stuck under a bus at a specific spot while it's tilting back towards us, and if it works, we'll be able to
Nice.
skip.
Beautiful.
First try's insane, really great job.
First try. I did one practice run. I've gotten that skip a ton of times, but one practice run I missed it a bunch, and that terrifies me to this day. So we got it. So now we're on 2 to tango. There's meant to be a lovely lady chasing us, and she will chase us. Don't get me wrong, but we don't have to necessarily meet with her. We can just do this.
We are avoiding Carmelita as much as possible. We skipped her in Paris. Ideally, I don't think we'll ever see her until World 5.
Yeah, we don't meet with her, yeah. Alright. Oh, first try with that jump. Nice and easy. By the way, that little hover trick I just did, you can do that infinitely. That trick has revolutionized kind of a big thing in Sly 1 called 100% coinless. Oh boy, that's a category and a
Big
half.
thing.
It is a challenge, for one could say. Shout outs to Alice, Vinny, Volk, all those people. Oh boy, I fell off. That's fine. They really. Oh, I fell off again. Nice. Yeah, this should be fine. Alright. They really.
Yeah, that rope is super troll.
Yeah. I don't think that's ever happened to me twice, so good thing we had 2 charms there. Always carry an extra charm with you kids, even though you didn't really intend for it and weren't really paying attention to your charms. So the vault is just in the middle of the level, as well as all the bottles are before it, so we don't even need to do any backtracking at all. So we can just complete that level with Carmelita shooting at us, and we just got away scot-free with robbery. And we go up here for straight to the top. Straight to the top is one of if not the most open level in this game. There are 40 bottles, they are all very spread out, and there are a lot of routes to get to them. Are we showing off one of the quicker routes here? So we go get this bottle, and then we go here, and we're gonna explore a nice open area. Can we hit this jump? Yes, we can. Nice and simple. Go here. Get these bottles. We have to bait this dog at a specific time so that we can just kill him, like so. Get these bottles, and we have 20 to 40, which is a good number. Go here. Get these bottles. We go over here, like so. Climb up. This sign, the gimmick of this is that we're supposed to climb through that giant mugshot sign and kind of climb up here as well, but we don't need to climb the entire sign because we're speedrunners. Why would we do that? That's just slow. Oh boy, there we go. We got a nice extra charm here just for posterity. Go up here. Oh, almost missed that. Get this, and now we're gonna do some fancy routing. We open this, we go here, hit that guy from below, give him a surprise attack, get these bottles. Now we go up here, and we do another boost jump. There we go, nice and simple boost jump all the way up here. Get this, and hope we don't get hit by this card, which we didn't. Very nice and very simple. Hit this bottle, and we open the vault here. And as you might expect, we exit level. Ain't that something? And we mash X and circle here, because for some reason I think that's the only level that gives us instant control when we go back to the main hub. I'm gonna abuse the thing that we talked about where you press X as soon as you jump on a thing, on a bouncy thing, to get a lot more distance, and that allows us to hit that spire right there, like so. and just get to this level a lot earlier. So now this is one of the most interesting levels in the game. Jake, what's this level?
Yeah, this is Back Alley Heist. This one's kind of takes on a side camera view where you're still 3D platforming, but the challenge is much more kind of linear. But there's a lot of decisions and routing you can do, especially with these kind of awnings here and some of the decisions on whether or not to break the amongst little glass decoration things. But it turns out to be a really fun level to kind of just blast through, and there's going to be a couple big skips at the end. Once we've got some bottles, we're going to be able to drop down early into this fountain area to kind of skip a long sequence. Will it test your abilities to press the circle button a few times? And we're down, and it's time for one of the most annoying parts, which is collecting these bottles that are going up and down. Big
Nice.
pain.
Alright, now this is a scary part. We got all of them, let's go!
Nice.
Yeah, so you do have a few tries, you have a few backups at that, but once all those backups are gone, they're kind of hard. You're done. You have to save and load because there's no way to get those bottles. There might be a way, but it's very, very, very precise. So we just go ahead and thank goodness it didn't happen. So we go ahead and just skip over the vault animation like normal, and we do another major world skip. This one's fair.
Yeah, this one's a bit better than the last one. The last one was extremely difficult, but this one is still precise. But we've got 2 charms, so we're pretty big chilling. It's just another super jump, just like we did in the first world. Nice.
Very nice. Alright, and then we reset the game. Something about the Thingus Rackamagoogus, blah blah blah. We all know that cutscene. Why don't we read off a quick message or two?
Wonderful. I do have a $5 donation from Cute Fangy saying, "Hi Sonic, it's Jupiter. The sucky speedrunning community is all excited to watch your run and the rest of the PlayStation runs tonight. Wishing you all the luck and have fun."
Thank you.
And we also have another $5 donation from AJ the Lobster saying, "Good luck Sonic, you're killing it homie."
Lobster, please. We love lobster.
And a final donation from Yorin donating $25 saying, "Video," and I can't stress this enough, "game." Thank you very much for that one.
Alright, so this is Mugshot. This is a very intense fight to do with fast on. We took a bit of a bad cycle here, but if we hit him here, it skips a long animation of "My beautiful guns are destroyed." And that just skips a decent amount of dialogue there.
Yeah.
There we go. So we have to really focus on this fight. Like so.
Phase 2, just a bit more of the same, but coming up at the 3rd phase will be kind of quick, but it's a bit different, where we're going to need to do a chandelier jump to get over to him to be able to hit these mirrors way faster than the intended way.
Alright, let's see if we get it. That's unfortunate. So there's a precise moment where we can pause the game there. The backup there is to die, but we had a charm. So the other backup is to reset the game again, which is very slow. But if we get that pause, there, then we can just view map and then go back to the hideout and then go to the next world. But we just have to take the little bit of time lost there, and by a little bit, I mean a hefty amount. I hope you like this screen. So we just reset the game, and would you guess what we're doing next? We're going to press select, or press down a bit, press X, press right, press X, and then see that screen again. So we press down a bit, press right. We actually have to just hold right here.
I figured out a way.
Go here.
But we've got a brand new world to explore. We're done with World 2. Great job, Sonic. But it's time to visit Miss Ruby down in the swamp. This world, if you are familiar with any percent of runs, does not have a giant world skip. Spoilers. Sorry about that. T Sparkles is working on it, I'm sure, right this minute. But we're going to be playing all the levels because we need all the keys. But yeah.
Yep, so this level has a bit of a secret. We have a charm, I think. I hope, at least. We have a charm. So we're going to be doing a very, very cool strat. I'm not going to explain it too much, but let's just say it's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, this is one of the definitely hardest tricks Sonic is doing, if not by far the hardest.
We have a charm though. We do. All right. We're going to
Nice.
we're going to ignore all the bottles here. Oops. Like so. So now we have to do a jump called DSJ. Will that work? Oh, that barely doesn't work. Right. You get to go again.
But one thing that we could explain is that one of the vaults we've collected is water safety, which is why whenever we fall in water now, we don't have to worry about damage, which is really nice for the world we're in currently, where there's a lot of swamp around. But good job.
So we're going to just hit the candles, and hey, will you look? There's some bottles there. Wouldn't we like to get them? Oh boy, do we like to get them? This is a this trick is incomprehensible, honestly. It's by far the reason I love this category and I love the remaster version. This is a remaster version only glitch. It's not on the PS2 version at all. And it might take a few tries, maybe. But
Yeah.
I really hope we can show this off. I'll give it like 3 tries and then we'll just do the normal route. But we need proper...
We've got a nice estimate. This trick's extremely cool. It'd be sick to get it going.
Ah, okay. That's 1 try. Just give it a bit. We'll figure it out. We do it again. I kind
All
of...
about kind of...
Hey, ain't that something?
Nice.
So, that's called a bottle crash. Shoutouts to Sly 2 for having a recent revelation with bottle crashes. How do we explain bottle crashes? I thought about this question for a long time, and I decided the best way is just explain very little of what just happened.
I've got a good Spark Notes explanation, maybe, where the camera just freaks out and proxies to infinity, and then the game doesn't really know what to do anymore, so all of a sudden Sly is counted as being everywhere, all at once. And by swinging, you will break everything all at once, so you get all the bottles very quickly. But setting it up is extremely tricky, but there will be a much easier one later on.
Yeah, I think that one only saves time first try, so second try is fine though. I think we still save time, so it's a very cool trick, and I'm very happy I got to show that off at the cost.
Yeah, that was really good.
At the cost of the extra reset because of the charm. Anyways, this is Lair of the Beast. We're going to just smoothly go ahead and get these bottles. Go up here, like so. And these bottles are really finicky to grab. You just kind of have to hope you grab them. Go through here, do a little skip to get this, and now we get to show off the side effect of fast. I haven't explained this gadget a lot, but one of the side effects is you get a lot of momentum. You can see we gain lots of momentum here, and we're going to use that to get a dialogue skip. Ah, we missed it. Whenever dialogue is playing, for some reason, you're not allowed to use fast or slow. You're not allowed to mess with the clock speed at all when dialogue is playing. So, once that dialogue's over, we can go back to fast. Yeah! Speed! Run. Go here. And we get this.
This level definitely has a reputation for being very difficult in all vaults in 100%, as there are a lot of things that could go wrong, a lot of objects to attach to, and
Yeah. So
let's skip here.
So one important note, this level is called Lair of the Beast. There's a pretty specific reason for that. Right now there's meant to be a big beast chasing us, a giant snake. We just kind of skipped the trigger for them to spawn, so we just mosey along. We do that because there's a very long cutscene of that snake leaving. I didn't mean to exit level there, that was an accident. That should be fine. But there's meant to be a big, long cutscene of the beast leaving, and we don't have time for that. We'll just skip over the trigger and not spawn them in the first place. So, this is just the same as loading game like I was meant to do, so we just need to go through here. Bang.
We do actually need the vault still.
Yeah, we just picked up the key because no major skip here. I'm gonna let this cutscene play out for the fans at
I
home.
had to overcome some personal demons to get the answer to this one. Try 4, 4, 4.
There you go. The boys at home will be pleased with that one. It's a bit of a meme. We had to play it for the boys. Shouts to HD. And then we go on here to the next level, Piranha Lake. This level
Our
has
first mini game.
This level has a history here. Yeah, Jake, you wanna take us down what this mini game is and the carnage?
Yes. So casually, I mean, this level is just an absolute nightmare. A really time-sensitive little mini game where you got to run over piranhas in order to get fuel to light 25 torches. But any percent has been terrorized recently by some skips within the last year or two, with 2 different skips. One kind of mainly for original players and one for remaster. Although original can kind of do both, but Sonic is just going to be doing their best to do the game as fast as possible, as intended, which really doesn't lose that much time unless you're getting the skip like first or second try. Like it can quickly go wrong and become a bad idea to be trying to skip. But people out there have gotten really good at it over the years. This probably hasn't even been a year or two since it's come out. But episode or World 3. The one time we have to play minigames, so we're enjoying them, having a good time driving around. Speedrunners don't really worry about the clock or anything.
That was a very fast time.
Yeah, like a minute.
Alright, so we pause on that key so that we can view map back to the hub. We're doing this because it spawns us a bit closer to the next job trigger thanks to a trick called Hula Jump. Shoutouts to Hula. Easy every time.
Nice.
Hula is a good community member, a good friend as well. There's a lot of jumps and strats found by him that are just called Hula Jump across the entire series. We go around some dialogue here, nice and simple. That dialogue barely saves time, but we got it. So we just gotta go through these ghosts here, get these bottles, and go through here. There's a bit of a skip we can do here, so we need to grab one of the bottles from just past this gate here, like so, and then we just need to go here, like so. I will kill these ghosts for safety, go up here, and then we will just take a bit of a safer route. This is a little route I made up myself, so I kill this mosquito here, get this bottle, kill at least one part of this guy, he got both of them. And we go through here, get these bottles. Do we make this? Oh, we missed it. Okay, that's not too big of a deal. Just have to deal with this. There we go.
Fend off some ghosties.
There we go.
But yeah, coming up is another charm complication where, you know, this charm has had us feeling really safe for a long time. But now the fact that we had 2 charms, it's going to be a bit of time loss. It's kind of really hard to come into this area with less than 2 charms because they really give you a lot. At least they give you one at the start of the level. But
Yeah, so we have to death boost to walk back up here. No mosquito to bother us, and we got a nice perfect cycle to line up with that. Not worrying about that mosquito there that we killed earlier. We go here, get this safe, and this is a nice little sneaky bottle. I have very mixed feelings about this specific bottle, but yeah, it exists. We get a charm here, and it's a good thing they put a charm there, because 9 times out of 10, you will get hit by these ghosts, which I didn't, thankfully. Go get the key, and we have to load game. Nice and smoothly, with no damage taken. Somehow. You almost always get hit there, so we're going to do a little fancy out of bounds here, if we can hit it properly. Go up here, like so, go through here, and alright, we'll just go this way then. We go down here, and we hit these safes, get that, and here's the vault. There we go, and now we do a little bit of a skip, and on to the scariest level. Oh boy, I'll let Jake take over.
Yeah, so fish was kind of the warm-up mini game. Now we've got chickens, which luckily we have a gold charm for, which is going to help a lot. But running around with fast and chickens, you can easily take damage very quickly. And the timer on this is much more tight. We do have some timer manipulation if it gets stressful, but we just gotta wrangle some chickens while avoiding the roosters. And speedrunners typically will kind of train, run circles to get the roosters to follow in behind. The longer the roosters stay alive, the better it is, because then you're not scared about them like spawning out on you from doorways if you're near them. But Sonic's doing a good job just running around, getting as many as he can. Getting hit once isn't a big deal at all. Still got this charm. But yeah, chickens, if you're really grinding down your times, these mini games can really matter a lot. There's a lot of variance in these splits. It can feel kind of out of your control, but they're really good splits to practice if you're getting serious about these games.
Alright, so I thought this is kind of a bad one. We might have to do some time in it. Gotta press the map a bunch. Hope you guys like the map screen. Oh boy, I need to use it a lot more now. So the map screen just lets the timer pause for a bit. And if we just do this enough, then we will eventually stop the timer and beat the level. Boy, it's a very stressful level, especially with fast on. We have fast
you got it.
to just zoom on through, and it's scary. But we got through it, and now we're on to my absolute favorite level of the entire game. No sarcasm at all. This is a ghastly voyage. I'm going to do a bit of an unconventional strat in heavy quotations, and that is to just swap my controller over. Because my right analog stick is broken, and this is the only level that needs the right analog stick. Shoutouts to Kuitar. Kuitar out here with his backup controller. And yeah, it's a beautiful right analog stick gaming. This is a very boring level, so if we have anything to read out, go ahead.
Wonderful, thank you very much. We do have a $20 donation from Maybe saying good luck, Sonic. Good luck, good luck.
Yay.
We also have another $20 from Cooper941 saying, hi, hey Sly Sonic, good luck on the run. What is your favorite cheese?
Quite an interesting question, I must say. I'm quite a big fan of cheddar cheese, maybe.
Cheddar's good. Cheddar's a good one.
What's your favorite cheese, Mr. Host?
I don't really have a preference for cheese, you know. I'll take mostly any cheese. So yeah, Jake, what's yours?
Gotta be pepper jack. If I'm eating a breakfast sandwich, it's pepper jack the best.
Yeah, shoutouts to Frizz. For some reason, we found out that James Mace has cheese meme. For some reason, we just kind of meme about it all the time. Every now and then, we would send each other DMs just with the gif of James Mace saying cheese. We'd just be in voice calls and randomly cheese. And yeah, we're about to approach the end. We're gonna do a bit of fancy skips here. I need to listen out for them. We can hit these gravestones a little bit early than normal. We got that one. Can we hit this one?
Yeah, we're a little elevated in the back.
There we go. Alright, that's it for Kuitar's controller. Thank you, Kuitar! Yeah! Alright, so now that level's over and done with. You can tell I love that level. So we're going to do a little bit of a cycle skip here so we don't have to go all the way around that big, massive circle. I do a little bit of a different strat. It's just a way cooler strat. It's a bit faster as well, I think. Now we're going to do a bit of a cane jump. Can we get this? That's not too bad, but we got the trick. And there's another big trick here. So we go up here. I'm gonna collect some bottles, and Jake, what is this madness?
For some reason, the swamp, we are allowed to scuba in it.
Yep.
By doing a late double jump, and we just run right across.
Yep. Nice first try. First try everything for that first part. That's very, very nice to have. So now we got to go back through the level because there's a lot more of the level to get. We still have a lot more bottles to go, and the vault is only accessible by hitting the end. So can we get this? Yes, we can. I think I do a bit of a different route here, a bit of a slower route, but I'm sticking with it. We go here, and we get these bottles, and let's see. There we go.
Another level where I don't want to curse things, but bottles have a chance of falling out of bounds as well, so gotta be quick to snag them and hope for the best.
I may or may not be aware of that. Has never happened to me, so we will see if it happens to me. We could just hit this card from below. I think that's actually just a casual strat, but there's also no real fast alternative. There's a bit of dialogue here which disables our fast ability. So how do we compensate for this? We just go through here and we just get a shorter piece of dialogue. We need to do a bit of a super jump to get these bottles here. But this shorter piece of dialogue will just let us use fast sooner. It's a lovely little trick there. And we just need to blitz right through here. And here, I'll just wait for the cycle. Actually, I shouldn't wait for the cycle because I want to get hit here. I'll get hit. There we go. Go on through here. Smack these. Go here. And hey, would you look at this? This is the vault here. Hey, do you remember that very scary level from earlier on? Yeah, we're taking a trip back to there. I love this level so much. We're back here.
Please.
Psych, never mind, we're just going right back. We do not like that level. We're just here because it puts us way closer to this trigger to unlock all the 7 keys. Don't worry, T-Sparkles is working on the skip for this one. We just have to hope he finds it soon. So we get shot on right through to one of the best bosses. And as you can't tell, if you couldn't tell by the sarcasm I've been throwing around, especially on one of the previous levels, this level's questionable.
There are some cool things. There's some cool things,
Yeah,
but it is a bit of a auto scroller, unfortunately, for most of it.
Yeah, there's some cool things, but we'll just see how well it ends up, I suppose. We're just gonna mash start here, just like normal, and we're gonna do a cool out of bounds at the beginning. The out of bounds will allow us to access another body of water behind Ms. Ruby. For some reason, if we touch that water, the game thinks that we died in the next phase, which is important because if we just did this boss normally, there's a big long cutscene between the 2 phases, so we can just skip that simply by dying in that water. Got a damage boost there, got a nice quick cycle. Alright, that was kind of close. So we go out of bounds here. Oh, whoops. That's alright, we got the backups. We go here, and we have water safety, which just means we have to sit through this drowning animation and then have to go get hit by Miss Ruby. Normally we got a very bad cycle as well, and we are dead. Rest in peace. Never mind, we are on to the next phase now, and so here's a secret with this game. It doesn't matter if you're too early or too late with the inputs, you just have to make sure you hit them on the right time. So the strat here is just press the buttons at any time you want. As long as you press them at the right time, you just mash through it.
Master Sonic, you're showing off.
Yep, so if you have anything quick we want to talk about?
Well, I can talk about the upcoming incentives and bid wars. So the next bid war that is open is for Uncharted, and you can choose the costume that will be worn. We have the pirate currently sitting at $140 and the western costume at $55. So if you want to switch that around, Uncharted is 3 runs after this one. So you have quite a bit of time for that. But you know, if you want the pirate to win, just increase the lead. If you want western to win, now's your time to donate to get that lead.
as a bit of a secret, I heard that if we beat last event's donation goals, which I believe was at around 100,000, there might be a bit of a secret surprise. It's very nice. So I encourage you all to donate. It's a great cause, and let's hope we can raise enough funds for the charity.
Absolutely.
Let's get a big cheer from the audience for the charity and this event. Woo. Alright, so now we're at the end. There is another phase. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, we don't need to play the other phase. We just need to hit it twice, and yeah, we're on to... We just unlocked the trigger for the next world. We just have to go pick up a charm really quick. We have easy access to a charm now, in case we ever need it. It's just right here. And we just go on through, like so. So, there is an extra phase to that fight, but if you just hit it twice, then that entire phase is just skipped. We exit level because we get to skip a reset, because otherwise you just get a bugged cutscene if you just hit it twice. It's a very funny effect. I recommend doing it.
I've ever even seen it.
Yeah, it was found by Remo in 2019. Remo and Zen, shout outs to those two legends. Remo being the Sly 2, 3, and 4 legend, and Zen being an absolute Sly 1 legend. Really great players of the game. So we are just, you know, playing through this level now. We're going to be playing through the next world, which is a perilous ascent. We're going to go into World 4. Beautiful, beautiful snowy China.
Our last world here with any vaults. Sonic's done a real great job, and just kind of chilling. Some of the guards in this world annoy me personally with their hitboxes. Same with World 2, but you just gotta be careful, especially the guys who sling their own children down the hill.
Save the children. You get that? That's a reference to the charity we're playing for. Alright, so we just had to inch to get that bottle because there's a cutscene there. We don't only save the time from, you know, not watching that cutscene, we also save a poor harmless village from just being buried in snow. It's an awful cutscene and we would rather not watch it, so it's just faster to just skip it. So, yeah. We do a nice little skip here to skip some dull platforming. Ooh, that's pretty bad that we got hit there. I wanted to keep this charm until the end. Oh well. We'll just have to take the longer way. Yeah. So we just go through here. I don't think we have enough coins. Yeah, not enough coins. We go here. And then we can just hit these fireworks from below. There's a big, long, like, sneaky section around this area to get here. But we just need to get these bottles and just come on through. Here is where we would do a super jump to get through this trigger early. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the charm for that anymore. So instead, we're just going to go through here. These guards are very scary because if one gets alerted, all of them will chase after you. That was very close. Oh boy. Oh baby. This is always intense. I never know a good path to take, so I just kind of wing it. I'm gonna wait for this guy.
Typically, when you're able to do the super jump strat, you're on the same cycle every time you come in here because you're like loading right back into it. But when you have to improv, you know, it definitely gets scary. But Sonic did a good job there making it work.
Yeah, so here we would death boost by barely not hitting that checkpoint there. But unfortunately we do have to get the key because we can't do the key skip. Sadly, no zero key World 4 for us. We have to be extremely careful not to hit a cutscene. Actually, no, we need to open this first. I remember how to play this game. Trust me. This has definitely never happened to me before, and I definitely don't know the backups. So we just need to set, as you expect, a warp point to the next, to the main hub world. And we have to do a bit of a scary jump, but thanks to a little tip from HTLS, I can get this jump fairly consistently. We go here, bit down, yeah. There we go, nice and simple.
Nice.
There are kill planes all around there, and it's very easy to fall off, but we got it very successfully. We go here.
I got a real headache figuring this
8,
one out.
yes.
Input.
Then we go here, and that's the vault for the first level. So do you remember that trick from earlier where the screen went black and question mark, hey, we got the bottles? We got that here again. We just triggered the dialogue there, so we don't have to trigger it later. It's faster. So we go here. This is the unseen foe. Boy, let's talk about unseen. You're not going to be seeing this game anymore.
Like a good place to
Just a
try
little
out
bit.
your new invisibility
Awful.
move.
Absolutely
Hold down the
awful.
circle button to drop out of sight.
Yeah, no, don't
While
worry about it.
invisible, nothing can
So
see
we have to wait for
you. Not
Bentley's
lasers,
dialogue to
not
end.
searchlights,
There is a bit of a
not
dialogue
guards.
skip, but I'm not sure
Oh,
how
and
to
if
do
the
it,
guards
so
already
we're
see
just kind of
you,
winging it.
then the
So we have to
invisibility
wait for
trick won't
Bentley.
work on them.
Oh, we got 24. Oh, right, I forgot to get... Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one box at the start, so.
Yeah, I forgot to get the box at the start, but that's fine. We just give the game a near-death experience and we get 24 out of 30 bottles. We'll come back to that and get all the bottles later, don't worry about it. All you need to know is that this is Flaming Temple of Flame. This is a... This level requires a lot of, like, on-the-fly routing. How many lives do I have? 6 lives. Wow, 6 lives.
Yeah, you got a ton.
I am stacked. Oh boy, and I was worried about life count earlier. We are stacked on lives. We can do as many attempts of this as we like, which is 6. Oops. There we go, we do a little swingaroo to get up here and get these bottles. We go here, trigger this checkpoint. Oh, and we even get a charm. Wow, this game is showering us with gifts. That wasn't intended. Do I need anything up there? No. We go here. I'll set a position on here. We do a little bit of a super jump. And let's see. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. I'll just die. So if we do the super jump properly, then we can just go back up there, but dying works as well. We'll just go back up here. And we just need to go back here. So ideally you would want 2 lives here. We have a little more than 2. Oops, that's not faster. Yeah, this like little bit that we're trying to land on can be very, very finicky, so might take us a little bit to land on there. It takes a long time to get up here as well.
Having the lives is nice for this, and this is a kind of a momentum thing in Sly 1. Momentum is super weird in this game, but
yeah, that was a painful one.
it's all good.
I hope you guys like
Having
this.
the lives helps.
Hope you guys like this route of me just going back up here and trying this again. Believe me, it is needed. We have left a ton of bottles behind. Ah! Don't worry, this is the route. Trust me, this is the route. And just zoom through here. Hey, do you guys remember when I was sneaking through here? Just in case you didn't, here's me sneaking through here again. Alright, let's not screw this up, please, Mr. Game. Nice. Alright. Then I have to wait for the guard. I'm not sure where the guard actually is. Oh, I should have made sure where the guard actually is. Alright, we just have to do that again. Yeah. Woo. It's very, very finicky. While we're trying this, why don't we read out something?
Wonderful, I do have 2 donations waiting for you. I have $10 from Neon saying, Sonic, best of luck. We're all watching and cheering you on. So glad to see you representing Sly at ESA. And we have another $10 from T Sparkles saying T Sparkles is not working on World 3 skip.
No.
Thank you very much for both of those donations. Back to you.
Oh, very sad. Trigger not active. I died. Oops. That was not an intentional death abuse. But we have a lot of lives. And we get a charm because we are really bad at the game. So here's a little guard blitz here. What's the guard blitz, Mr. Jake?
Yeah, Sly 1 guards who have flashlights, it's kind of random. Some of them are just instant killers, and some of them are a bit bad at their job, and instead of using their projectiles, will run at you. So there's a few places throughout the game now where we've kind of abused that knowledge skip a few sections where they kind of want you to platform slowly around the guards, but you can just run straight at them. But yeah, finishing out Flaming Temple of Flame, I believe is the vault that's going to give us void safety, so this is a really big one, as we will no longer take damage from falling off any platforms or anything. The only thing that can hurt us is guards, lasers, or lava. Spoilers, so there will be lava later on.
Oh, ooh, now, but we're in a very snowy area. I wonder where the lava is. Anyways.
I don't know.
Anyways, we're going to go into the next level, Duel by the Dragon. We just did the 3-key skip, which is just a little bit of out of bounds movement. And we're going to go to Duel by the Dragon. Do you remember the lady that was shooting at us that we kind of skipped the cutscene for? Yeah, there's another skip. This one's a lot easier. You just have to go along the edge. And hey, you skipped the cutscene. Well done. You go ahead and get these bottles here. Oh, having a charm is very nice in this case. And just go here. It's a nice quick blitz. This is probably one of the best stages for getting 40 bottles. Right here, like so. Nice and simple. There's just a little super jump chain just to get those bottles and not have to do a lot of platforming to get back up. Go here. We hit these fireworks. And the game likes to lag quite a bit here. Not as much as the original version. The original version is terrible. So, yeah, this is probably the only level that has a substantial amount of lag whenever you use fast specifically. We're going to wait for these cycles and we'll just show you the lag a little bit later on. A little bit just down here. Yeah, this part is really laggy in particular, but we get through it nice and fine. And we go through here, little swing, and we wait for a camera change, like there. And then we go to here, hit these and get these bottles. Get these 2 points just because we have a nice extra life. We are stacked on safety. Hopefully that doesn't change in the next split. Alright, we're doing this the scuffed way. Alright. That works. That works as well. Yeah, the vault controls are very finicky. Sly does not like the vault controls. Now here is a little skipperoo. I'm gonna do this version just once. Might miss it, might not. And just let you witness the carnage.
Yeah, our final hub skip.
Will that work? Alright, that's gotta work. So we just zoom through here and we shall see if this works. Zoom. Ah, that's disappointing. And we touched the trigger.
Close.
Oh well. Alright, I'll just do my setup. That's a bit of a more consistent setup. I personally prefer the setup that I normally do. The problem is there's a slight chance that you can get zoomed up very, very, very high if you do this setup. It's not generally recommended, but I learnt this and now I'm used to it. Can't learn the new strats. Speaking of new strats, this was found in 2020 by Mr. T Sparkles, and that's why we've been memeing about him. A combination of T Sparkles and Paul. T Sparkles found this trigger is actually active, so we just kind of have to get in there somehow, and Paul found that somehow. I should have cancelled that. That's alright. Alright, we'll just do this. Don't worry, we will get it. Whoops. Not like that though. Alright, there we go. Let's see if this works. I might have to cancel this one on time, maybe. Yeah. All right, there's a 1 frame input here. I missed it. But right there. There's a 1 frame input that you can press. You only get 1 shot at it, and if you get it, it saves about 30 seconds. It allows you to stack 2 cutscenes on top of each other and skip them with 1 reset. So unfortunately, we do have to take an extra reset, but I like to think of it as 30 seconds saved instead of 30 seconds lost. It is a 1 frame input after all, but it's always worth a shot. For me at least, it takes like 2 seconds, so might as well. So here is the panicking boss fight. This is a fun one. We're gonna count in the first boss fight. We counted to 5 and 6. We're now evolving our numbers and we're counting to 10. You ready? Are you ready, boys? We're gonna count to 10.
No.
Super fun.
I'm scared of
1,
counting.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 1 miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that's another miss. I'm trying to do a trick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that just makes the boss fight outstandingly easier. There we go. And we beat the boss. Yeah! Alright. You remember
Just don't forget those bottles that are at the start.
Yep. You remember this level that we crashed and then we didn't come back to? Well, we're back here now. We just have to zoom through this. We do a little bit of a skip here. We do a little bit of skipping. Oh, I should not have taken that cycle. I should have waited. Oh well. And just gotta go up here. It's this way, yes. And here's a nice little roll hover trick.
This one is super hard, super precise.
Nice and simple. Don't listen to Jake.
Sonic's a god.
Alright, so now we go through here. I would have liked that extra charm, but it's fine. Silver charm will do. Or blue charm. We don't know what it is. It's one of the charms. There we go. We just go on through with a nice little super jump. And we open this vault. And as soon as we open it, oops. Reset the game. That was very close to failing, but we have to reset the game there because there's a big long cutscene about I finally did it. I restored my family's honor. Woohoo! Yeah, woo. But we can just skip over that. We don't need to listen to all that. It's long, and we're speedrunners, so we do not like cutscenes. In case you haven't noticed, we don't like cutscenes. Hence why we see this cutscene. So now we're gonna skip over, or I guess load the file again, and we're going to go on to the next world. Oh boy, World 5 is our last world, and it's just a blitz to the end. So we've opened all the vaults. Give a big clap for opening all the vaults, I guess.
You got it, Sly! The Thievius Raccoonus is complete!
Woo!
Now, try beating all the Master Thief sprints to unlock the designer's commentary.
Yeah, no, that's
Once
Hundo
you've
stuff. We
unlocked
don't
them
have to
all,
worry about
I've got
that.
a special
We just have to...
The sprints.
Yep.
to show you.
We just have to blitz to the end
partner.
now. So we can skip this cutscene, but
We were on
it's
our way to
actually
the
just
track
faster
car
to
on
watch
Volcano
this.
in
It's
Russia.
about
While
36
looking over
seconds
what little
long.
information I had
Why
on
don't
the
we
final
read off
member
a
of
quick
the
little
Thievius
message?
Five, I began to notice something.
Wonderful. I just had a donation coming in from Sweet Melody, sending us $5, saying, "Hi Sonic, Sly Speedrunner community watching and cheering for you. Our Sonic represents us all so well. We are proud." Thank you very much for that very wholesome donation.
Woo, yeah. So this is another very exciting level. At the beginning right here. We are just gonna hold square here. Awesome. So now we just have to shoot through all these mines and stuff, and we're on a very long auto scroller. This is about, I don't know, 2-3 minutes long. It's very just obnoxious. You got anything else you want to read out?
I mean, I can remind everyone that we are raising money for Save the Children, and with your money, the children can be helped in several different ways. For example, $30 is enough to provide a child with psychological support they need to recover from having to experience war. Or how about this? $10 is enough to ensure that 4 children get access to one of Save the Children's child-friendly places for a month. Also for the a little higher amounts, $500 could help reunite a lost child with their family after a disaster. Or $1,000 can pay for the construction of a village school, giving the gift of education to children who might otherwise not be able to access it. So we've currently basically built 6 village schools with the amount of money you all have donated. So if you want to build more schools and help children get education, now's your chance. Every dollar counts. So get your donations in. I'm happy to read them out. And yeah, when you do, please remember to select a bid war or donation incentive on the right side of the donation page to spend your money, to send your money towards, so that we get all of our incentives met and all the bid wars nice and close for a good war in those bids. Back to you, Sly Sonic.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful course. One of the reasons I love speedrunning events is just we get to have fun speeding through games and also support charities. We've done $6,300, and I think we could smash even more donation goals. Remember, you know, as our host said, there's bid wars and incentives and all that good stuff. Now we're on to
let's get the...
Now we're on to the next level. This is burning rubber. We're gonna try and immediately push a slug off of the level. I think that works. We'll see. But this level is actually just the same 4 slugs spawning over and over again. So if one of those slugs were to ever get trapped out of bounds, perhaps, what could happen to us? Maybe we could get a great advantage. Unfortunately, if my counting isn't wrong, I think we missed it. That just adds a bit of inconvenience, but it will work out. It's a very intense minigame, so we need all the help we can get. It's generally not worth it to go for more than one, but you can just get rid of all 4 slugs if you really want to by just pushing them out of bounds back there. I've done it
I think
once.
this is the...
You were saying, Jake?
Yeah, well, this gameplay here, you know, in all vaults, this is the first time we actually get to see the Cooper van in action. There's quite a few races, which I'm sure casually are very memorable and difficult, but other than that, again, just like all the mini games, they're no one's favorite levels in the speedrun, but they are extremely important. You can use them in 30 seconds or so on if things don't go well here, but Sonic's picking up these slugs, no problem. And it's time for a much more exciting level, an exciting skip.
I think it's time for some Cooper thieving and sabotage. Don't you think, Sly?
It is time, Mr. Bentley, for some whatever you just said. Anyways, we are on to a daring rescue. And we're out of a daring rescue. Wait, actually, never mind. I changed my mind. I want to go back to a daring rescue. Here we are, in a daring rescue, this time for real. That was just a cutscene skip that we had to do here. Oh, that was very close to certain death. We do a nice little cane jump up here, nice and simple, and now we do a big skip. Let's see if we can get this. Nope. Oop. This is a bit of a focus heavy skip. Way! No! Alright, there's a backup. We turn off the controller.
Sly Cooper.
And trust me, that is the strat. We turn off the controller because
You got me wrong, Miss Fox. I'm here to rescue you.
hey, look, there's a pause menu. We can just load the game and try again. Yeah. So that just takes us to a long mini game level. It's called Bentley Comes Through. And it's a long like hacking mini game, and we have to like collect some cheese blocks or something. And it's very long, so we will just not do that. Way.
I don't get it.
Oh no.
I've hunted you for years.
All right,
Tried to
so
throw you
I
behind
just
bars.
tried to do
You get a chance to leave me in
I
a
just tried to
cage.
do a
You
pause
set
there.
me free.
You have
Why?
6 frames to hit the pause. I missed it. Ah, that's very embarrassing. Because there's a strat that you do where you jump and that extends your window to pause, but I always just said jumping is unnecessary time loss.
All right. Until clockwork and
Yeah,
his evil
that's not
schemes
good.
are
That's not a
destroyed,
good look for me.
I suggest we work together.
Together at last.
But luckily we opened the pause menu in a way that just opens it here, and I screwed it up. Never mind. We're watching the full cutscene. Yeah. Woo, yeah. Sly has no
I need
legs.
that cane.
His
It's
legs
been
are
in my
gone.
family for generations.
Don't worry, Ringtail. I'll cover
Oh,
you
well.
while we get it back.
So this is our
Make your way to the top
third
of the
shooting
death
level.
ring.
We
I
don't
stashed
worry
my
about the
jetpack
first
there
two.
before Clockwork nabbed me.
They're
If it were a team and all,
they're
I'd
somewhere in the
leave your
previous
side.
loads.
Hold
I've forgotten
on.
how long this
This
cutscene
truce
is, so
only temporary. Once we beat
chilling.
Clockwork, I'm coming after you.
Really?
Well,
Gives us a nice chance to meet
Maybe I'll give
Carmelita. You
you
know,
a
you've been
10
avoiding her
second
the whole
respect.
game. I think she's kind of important to the story or something, but yeah, I don't really remember either. So
yeah. So this
enjoy this nice minigame.
is generally just an auto scroller. We do two of these a little bit earlier in the game. Oh shit. We do two of these earlier in the game, but of course we can skip them, so we just don't. But this is our first time playing as Carmelita. This is a feature that they forgot to put in Sly 2, but they let you play as Carmelita in Sly 3 and 4, so it's all is good. So we just have to wait for Sly to get through here. There are a bunch of lights I just pre-shot here. But Sly can just run through them, and I wanna... Whoa, too close there, Mr. Slug. So yeah, those slugs can, if you don't kill them, they will just fling over in
Nice
random
job,
directions.
Raccoon.
One of those random directions is directly straight to Sly, and that's always a scary thing that can happen. But it didn't happen, so no need to worry about it. So now we're sinking peril. Here is a level. Let me tell you, Jake. Let me tell you, it's a level, isn't it?
Yeah, this level is a really great way. Finally, you get to do some platforming at the end of this platforming game. No more mini games, please. But there are a ton of skips, including cane jumps, jumping off gears, losing the charm. Yeah, we definitely want to keep that. There's a really scary jump coming up at the end of the final boss fight, where having a charm just makes us feel really safe. So it's not a big deal. Like, we're still right at the start of the level. But this level has a really great flow that feels really good when all the tricks are working. But fast can make some of the momentum stuff a bit trickier. So I'm just gonna use these gears.
Yep. Just absolutely a nice little focus. Here's a nice little jump. Said here's a nice little jump. There it is. That saves about 20 seconds in 90%, so like 15 in this category because it's fast. But that's a nice little platform skip there. And we're at the final boss. Hey, we don't have to reset the game for this one because it actually starts out with a jetpack tutorial, which we can pause the game and then just load. So this is Clockwork. Clockwork is split up into 3 phases. Phase 1 is this one, where we just have to shoot out his weak points. Phase 2 is this similar thing, we just have to shoot out his weak points, and phase 3 we finish the run. I assume I finished the run by pressing the button. Awesome. I almost got hit there by asking that, so that's phase 1 done, and he's dead. Right guys? He's dead?
Surely.
Nice shooting, Sly. You got
Ah
him.
yeah, we got him.
Well, that's what's
Never mind.
allowed.
He's alive. Never mind. All right.
You're so familiar
So
with
this
my
is just
family.
a
You must have
50-second
known
long
my father had a
cutscene.
son. If you enjoyed Cooper so
When I was
much,
practicing
why did
for
you
this
let
run,
me
I would
live when
just
you stole the
rush
previous
around in the
raccoons?
practice room, just trying to handshake as many people as possible. Let's do that. Handshake. Come on, handshake.
Well, there's where you're wrong. The thievius raccoonus doesn't create great
Handshakes.
thieves.
Yeah.
It takes great thieves to create the
Yeah.
thievius raccoonus.
Enough.
I would go around the room, see how many rounds of handshakes I could do. I think I got about 3 rounds, so it's just a fun little thing. Always fun and exciting. So now this phase has an interesting mechanic called the purple rings. Clockwork shoots out these rings. We have to do a bit of platforming in phase 3, but these rings can actually bounce off of the platforms that we use for phase 3 and just hit you without any notice. We'll see if we get one here. They are quite unlikely on Remaster and even less likely to actually hit. So we should be fine here, and even if we're not fine, we have a charm. Charm just saves us from a lot of inconvenience, but it would be funny to get one. But we're just too good at the game to get one. It would have been extra funny to get one saying I didn't get one, but hey, we'll take that. So time is coming up very soon. We got one last jump to make. We're gonna go all the way down here. This is our only chance.
I am.
Nice.
Nice.
And time.
It took some tricky maneuvering, but I managed to snatch that last piece of the devious raccoonus from Clockwork's
That's
claw.
the run, folks.
I had taken down
We
each
don't need to
member of
watch
the
this end
fiendish five.
cutscene. They kiss at the end or something, and yeah, we don't need to bother with that. We're just gonna see how if we actually got all those vaults. So yeah, we'll just quickly do that. Is there anything to read out, maybe?
Well, I mean, if you don't have any last words, I would just announce the next run, and
Yeah, we'll just quickly scroll through the vaults, and we'll give a few shoutouts. I want to give a shout out to Rude. Rude is one of my closest friends. He's an absolute god at this game, especially the remaster version. He is really good. I love Rude. He is my best friend. Shoutouts to Gems. Gems is a really close friend. He's a Sly 3 connoisseur. He is mad about Sly 3. Shoutouts to HDLS and Neon. Those who have brought this game down so much. Neon has grinded this game for I don't know how long, and he's gotten so many good times. HD has done a lot of optimization and stuff. And my last shoutouts go out to Gnist, Remo, and Swappy. Those three are the main inspirations for me running the games. Those three are legends in my book. So here, we can see at the bottom we got 6 out of 6, we got 5 out of 5, we got 4 out of 4, and we got 4 out of 4. That's all the vaults there is, including the tutorial vault. Alright, and of course, thank you Jake for being with me here. Any last words, Jake?
I refuse to have any shoutouts, but thank you, Sonic, for having me. It was a fun time. Help them kids, keep those donations coming, and hope the rest of the marathon is sick.
Yep, next run is a Sonic Lost World, and I'll see you there, because I'm doing commentary. See you, boys.
wonderful. Thank you very much, Sly Sonic, for this wonderful run. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did as well, audience here in the venue and at home. And yeah, as Sly Sonic just said, we will have a Sonic Lost World next, ran by Gordon Ramsay. But before that, we will have a quick intermission. Don't go too far. We will be right back.